earbuds. First I unmuted myself too soon, and then I didn't unmute at all. But I'm gonna take out my earbuds. I know I'm gonna regret that, but it's too loud. I can't get it. Can't get the music quiet enough. But hi. Actually, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit more because there is an echo. Because there is no space between the microphone and the computer as for normal. And yeah. But hi. Welcome to my channel. Wanna be done? I am I don't recalibrate. I am doing a just chatting stream. You know I hate those because I'm terrible at chatting, but I have to try to get better. 1 second. I'm sorry because of the distance of the microphone. You will hear all the taps and everything. But that's just how it goes. Hopefully. Did I break something? Why does it look like something's broken? But yeah, hi! Hope everyone's having a lovely Saturday. I'm not, because the weather is horrendous. Actually, I need to change background. We're outside today, we're on the patio, which we shouldn't be because it's freezing and raining. 1 second. Let's do that first so you don't get flashbanged. There we go. But, yeah. I put down notes. Hi, Trip. Sorry. I saw you there. I just had a set amount of things I wanted to say before I greeted anyone. But I see you. Yes, a bit of a late start. I was not sure if I was going to stream today. Oh my goodness. But then something happened, which I thought was going to give me some peace and quiet. So I thought, why not? Why not take advantage of it? It's the weekend. You're quickly approaching the a deadline, I guess, I don't know, to return to normalcy. So after, I guess, what's 1 week from now, I should be back to work, hopefully, as long as everything will be fine. I keep worrying about nothing. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna go back, and it's gonna be like nothing. It's gonna be just like the old days. So I have to stop worrying. But yeah, soon I'll be back. I'll be a working girl again, and we will be back to our 3, sometimes 2 streams a week, because that's all the time I have for it. 1 sec. Ugh, my nose. It's so dry and so wet at the same time. It's terrible. But yeah, things are gonna be slowing down a bit because I gotta go back out to making money. Thank goodness. What did I have lined up for today? I had a note. Why I'm looking down, because I have to write things down, or else I'll forget them. But let's see. We'll save that for later. Animal Crossing. That was what time. 1 second. Okay. My mouth probably isn't gonna open as wide now. But yeah, Animal Crossing updates. It kind of meh, as far as I'm concerned. I didn't not find it too entertaining. It's like a little too late. Like, so the thing with Animal Crossing is I can't tell if these updates are things they had planned from the beginning, or it's just something they tacked on to the end to try to extend the game life. Because, like, Happy Home Designer, I feel that was planned from the beginning. I feel like that was always meant to be like that. But this hotel, it feels like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it was something that was planned. And if it was planned, why did they wait so long? Like 5 years. Yeah, I don't know why they waited so long to add that in. I don't think it was planned from the beginning. I think it's like something they tacked on the end. And it's a shame, because that probably would have, been really nice back in its prime. And then after Animal Crossing letdown, we have the Heartopia letdown. I'll say it again. I love Heartopia, but it's got its issues. It's got its issues. Partially due in part to where it comes from. So it finally released on Steam, and still no controller support. So yeah, I think it's a shame, because this is the type of game that I want to play, like curled up on the couch, and I just can't. I mean, I can on my tablet, but I can't play it in higher resolution, which is normally something I don't care about. But after I saw the slightly higher graphics, I was like, oh, it's really nice. It still runs really bad. But yeah, I was just disappointed. Sorry about that. You're gonna hear that. You can't do anything about it. I can't do anything about it. You can't do anything about it. You just have to deal with it. But I really wanted to play it in better, higher quality on the PC, but the Chinese market, man, they just do not care about PC players. And I was telling my friend this. I was like, it's being delayed because I don't know why it's being delayed, or why it was delayed. It's not delayed anymore. It's out now. But even with like the Steam input, it's messy. But they don't care about PC players over in China, because the majority of people don't have computers. Everything that you will do online over there will be through your cell phone, because computers are expensive and it's a luxury item, but everyone has to have a cell phone. So it's like, everyone, all the games over there are just marketed towards mobile, because that's all the market that they have to seriously market towards. That's all they're gonna ever really sell anything on, is on the mobile platforms. But it means that, PC players get left in the dust. I don't know how much more money they would make if the game was, configured better for PC. I can imagine they're probably not missing out on a lot, which is why it's just not gonna get fixed. And it's a shame, but yeah, it's not the type of game I can't recommend it. I mean, I love it. I'm playing the mobile version, but some people have standards and don't want to play mobile. Or if they do play mobile, they have to play it on a PC so they can at least pretend that they are a real gamer. I'm not worried about being perceived as a real gamer, so I don't mind playing mobile games and playing on a mobile device. But the touchscreen controls are okay. I have a feeling if I was playing it on a phone and not like a large tablet, viewing things would probably get annoying. But overall, it's fine. It's serviceable. It's completely unplayable on PC though. The camera controls are just awful. Just, ugh. And on top of that, it's got a bit of an ideology problem. So, I should have taken screenshots, but I didn't. But oh yes, yeah, the ideology problem. So in the game, there's system to make you can make music, you play instruments, and then record instruments, and then share those, and you can write books and share those. And I was like, that's kind of cool. It's absolutely ripe for abuse, that's for sure, but they have a whole lengthy thing about, no sexually explicit content, no political content, none of that, and it's like, yeah, I don't know how much that's gonna help you, but it's a cool little concept, but it's absolutely ripe for abuse. I can already feel it. And so I I copy and pasted English to German nouns and just put that in there as a book because I wanted to complete a quest, but I didn't have anything to write about because I hate writing. Actually, I'm not a words are not my friend. Words are very mean to me. Words yeah, I'm not a writer, but I had to complete that quest, so I had to put something down. But I noticed, over on my book, my quote-unquote book that I wrote, there's like a little report button. It's like, oh, that makes sense. The other creation thing is clothing. So basically, same as in Animal Crossing. You can, draw designs on different templates like shirts and dresses. I think they have pants and skirts also, which is something Animal Crossing did not have. So that's cool. But yeah, back to books. There's a little report button, so that if you see someone wrote something naughty, you can report it. So I go into the town and I notice there's a bookstore now, and I go in and I don't look. It's my fault because my game is not in English and I kind of glaze over a lot of text. But I see two different book covers, and I'm thinking, oh, those are skins. They're book skins that I can buy and apply to my own books. So I picked them both up. One's like black and white with some gibberish letters, and the other one had like a star design on it. So I picked them up thinking they were skins for me to apply to my own books, but they're not. They're actual books. They're part of the game. I didn't realize that at the time, but when I opened it, I was like, oh, this is not a skin. I'm thinking, okay, so this is a book someone else wrote. And it's one of them it's a fairy tale. I didn't read the whole thing, but one's a fairy tale, and the other one are the notes of Li Zedong. So yeah, they have and that goes back to it being a Chinese game, but yeah, there are Marxist philosophy notes in my cozy life sim. Horrible. And I was like, and of course at the time I didn't know this was, I'm thinking, okay, well this definitely goes against the rules, so I'm reporting this, and of course there's no report button. The report button is missing, and I was like, am I tripping? I know I saw in my book there was something that I could report. I could report my own book if I, see misconduct, but this can't be reported because it's not player submitted content. It is just in the game. I'm like, great. So I should have taken screenshots, but I didn't. I sold it immediately. I was like, I don't want this in my inventory. I want my money back. But I was not expecting that, and it sucks because it was not expecting that, and it was pretty dumb to have that in a children's game. But honestly, any kid that's playing this game is not gonna read the books. They're gonna open it up and think, oh, words, and shut it, and then go back to fishing or whatever. So it's it's whatever, and it's for the home Chinese audience or whatever. Honestly, as a gacha game, any kid anyone who isn't old enough to have their own bank account shouldn't be playing the game anyway. It's probably, I hope, it's mostly you know, old, like, adults, at least young adults playing a game and hate Marxism. Yeah, me too. It's the worst. It's the worst. But, yeah, as a gacha game, I hope, you know, anyone who isn't old enough to have a bank account isn't playing that game anyway. And if they are, then they're not reading the books. They're not, you know, they're not recording albums. It's whatever. But I just wanted to bring that up because, you know, it's a thing that happened. And it caught me off guard. Sorry about the screeching of the house. It's gonna topple over any moment now. I'm just waiting for it. What was next on my list? After Marxism in my life sim. Let's see. Sonic 35th anniversary. Yay, you get to talk about Sonic for a bit. What do we expect for Sonic? I don't know. I'm not sure what is what they're planning. People are saying another game. People are saying Frontiers 2. I'm not sure if it's gonna be another game. I don't know. I mean, I hope we get another. I want another animated series. Honestly, that's my big hope. Is that we get some other type of animated series, because Sonic Prime was not it. It just wasn't it. And it's a shame too, because the animation's pretty good. I don't know. There's something about the way. Something about the design. Yeah, I don't know. Sonic Prime was not my cup of tea. I'm sure there are people out there that like it, but in my opinion, the Canadians ruined it. I'm just kidding. If anything, Netflix ruined it because you know, they asked for more episodes than what were planned for. But comics, yeah, I'm looking forward to the IDW issues that are going to be coming out this year. We're finally gonna get Sage. I'm so happy to see her again. I'm curious how they're gonna handle the time skip. Also, spoilers if you don't read the IDW comics, but I'm assuming since you brought it up, there's no one else here, Trip. It's just you and me. So I'm assuming that you brought it up, that you know, you're like up to date on the story and everything. So, no, I hope you don't mind if I spoil some things by anyone else here who, you know. So, yes, okay. So yes, I am, you know, up to date on the IDW comics, and I'm curious how they're going to handle the time skip, because so far there hasn't, from what I like the story so far, there hasn't been a time skip, so I'm not sure what they're planning. If it's just going to be like all of a sudden, oh, this has all been happening in the background, or they're going to like have a previously, or these events have unfolded and then zap, we're on the other end, we're on the other side of Frontiers. I have no idea. So I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait to see Sage again. I want to see her interact with Metal and Belle. Is it Belle or Bella? I always want to say Belle and just ignore the second E. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Bella. Or Belle. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I guess if there's an E, it's Bella. Bella. Okay. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Bella. She's sweet and all. Her design is just a bit on the goofy side. She doesn't fit in with the Egg family. Their motif is not really that. I mean, there are some goofy looking badniks. I know that there are a couple that can be very silly. Sorry, my nose again. There are definitely some goofy looking badniks, but I don't know. The family portrait. It's a weird family portrait, and I don't. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with her because like my predictions, okay, is that it'd be nice if Sage would be like be cool for her and be like, you know, your family and whatever and all that, but I don't think I don't think that's gonna be the case. She's gonna take one look at her and be like, you look ridiculous. Father discarded you, don't talk to me. That's what's gonna happen, unfortunately. She's not gonna have a, oh, we're family, heartfelt moment, you know. If Eggman doesn't accept Bella, then Sage doesn't accept her. Because, she's a daddy's girl. And she's logical, too. Like, Bella, like, having, like, the clown, I know she's not a clown. She's like a doll type of thing. But the nose makes me also think of a clown, so she's like very much just the opposite of Sage in like every way, shape, and form. You know, Sage is like cool, quick, calculating, sharp, and not that Bella's like dumb or anything, but she's just, you know, she's made of wood. Wood versus pixels. She's just, yeah. I don't think they're gonna get along. And Metal, I don't even know what he thinks. It's kind of interesting, the personality that the comics have been giving Metal, because you know, he doesn't talk, and it's you don't know what's going on in his head. He doesn't have any facial expressions, you know, for the most part, and all you can do is just like speculate what's going on in that head. There's that one cool image from the Metal virus arc where he like just touches the infection goo and it's like, oh, it doesn't infect me. And it was, you know, it was a interesting shot, you know. It's like he's like contemplating not being real, not being organic, but you know, at the same time, like we're maybe it didn't bother him at all. Maybe we're just putting those thoughts into, or like projecting those thoughts onto him, because there's a lot of projection when it comes to Metal. That's where, you know, part of the appeal of having a robot character that doesn't speak. And yeah, I don't know what his reaction will be, because I want to think it's going to be similar to Sage, in that he'll just ignore Bella because Eggman doesn't care. But they've also been like making comments about like Metal like being disobedient, like in Crossworlds, like both Eggman and Sage are like, oh, you're out of line. I'm like, how? Is that a reference to something that happened? What happened that made them think that Metal is like betraying them, or is being disobedient? So I didn't understand that whole I didn't understand that whole thing. Let's see, what's next on the list? What is next on the list? Next, early gaming. Oh, I want to talk about more games. Should he talk in the movie? Or I don't want him to. No. No. I think I have a hope. I have a hope. You know, the directors have been very good about, you know, reading the fan base and all that, and you know what's popular with the fans. And I think most people would prefer if he stayed mute in the movie, which is gonna be hard. You know, it's gonna be hard to write it. I mean, you can do a silent antagonist. I'm sure it's been done before, but yeah, I don't want him to talk. And if he does talk, I mean, people have been saying, oh, there should be a point in the movie where he like transforms into Neo Metal Sonic, and then you can have him talk. Maybe if they go that route, but yeah, in base form, just keep it zipped. Zip. I'll talk about other video games, but before I do that, I have to go to the restroom. You know, it hasn't been that long, but I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh yeah, chat's on this side. I need to rotate. That's better. Okay. I was like, oh. Okay, whatever. My head is always like tilted to the right. My freaking neck is broken. What was I? Where was I? Consult the list. Oh yeah, gaming days. On a previous stream, I talked about the last stream, I talked about Drawn to Life, one of my favorite games, because technically one of the like first video games. I'm trying to turn this way because the mic's this way, but never mind. I'm good. I'm good. I talked about Drawn to Life because it's a video game that's very dear to my heart. It's the first video game that belonged to me. Hi Kuro, how are you doing today? I'm just having a just chatting stream because I haven't done a lot of those and I'm struggling to find topics, but I did write down a few of them, so I'm just going down the list. You just missed the Sonic talk though, so. But Drawn to Life was like the first video game that ever like belonged to me. Cool, yap time, my favorite. Yeah. Drawn to I'll talk about video games that I played when I was younger, and Drawn to Life was like the first video game that belonged to me because that year for Christmas, my parents got me and my sisters all our own DSs. Can't remember which one. It was probably the first DS. Was it? I can't remember. But it was probably the first DS. Let me try and just watch Finding Dory. Oh, cool. I don't think I've ever watched it all the way through. I've watched bits and pieces of it, because back when it was like I don't even know. I think like maybe like a sibling or a sibling's kid was like streaming it. I don't remember. But I haven't watched it all the way through. Well, it's very sad. Yeah, I've heard it's sad. It's fine. You'll get spoiler warnings for movies that are that old. You know, so if it's been out for a couple of years, it's whatever. So, but yeah. So, Drawn to Life is a game. It's an adorable pixel art game where you draw your character and you play as that character and to save this little village that's had its color stolen. Oh my goodness. I might have to say something to somebody. I'm sorry if you heard that. This was supposed to be a safe time for streaming. Anyway, it's a very cute game. You use the touch screen to draw your character and various things in the game. Like you'll have to get around with a pair of wings. You have to draw the wings. You have to draw different platforms and interact with them in different ways. And it was I just had so much fun with it because my parents knew that I liked drawing, so that's why they got that one for me. And it's like one of those games that probably was like in a bargain bin or something, and that people would probably just overlook. What is going on with my mouse tracking? 1 second. was weird. But it's one of those games that's like just very simple and probably not a lot of people looked at. And I remember it just meaning a lot to me and just having so much fun. Nintendo didn't have much market share, so yeah, Brian Sega. No, that's okay. You know, yeah, every home is different, but this game has a really good music. I love the music. I need to. It's not none of the music from this game is on Spotify, and I'm so mad because that would be my stream starting music like every single stream if I could find it. But it's on YouTube. It's whatever. I guess you gotta be careful with YouTube because of ads and all that. But the story of the game. I remember playing this game and thinking, yeah, it's on YouTube. And I remember playing this game and thinking, I grew up in a very like religious Christian household, and I remember playing this game and thinking, oh, this is a Christian story, and I remember like having like thinking like, oh, I love this game so much, and I want to tell my parents that, oh, this game also has. That's like because we like up until then we didn't have a lot of video games, and that's part of the reason is because video games are a lot of them are what's the word I'm looking for? Secular, and they have ungodly messages and all that, and like and I remember playing this game and like being very young, like 8 or 9 years old, but being able to like clearly see the Christian theming and like wanting to tell my parents, but thinking, oh, what if they take it the wrong way? What if they're like, oh, well, they're telling the story, but they're telling it wrong, or this is a subversion, or like, I remember being like that old and thinking ahead about that, and just being like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. It's a nice story. It's sweet, and it has Christian theming, but just in case they take that the wrong way, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. So, but I love that game. It was so much fun. I love drawing on various characters, and it's so good. I'm probably because I have my browser open, because I was planning on doing a tier list. Why am I looking down now? 1 second. I was planning on doing a tier list today because I know that talking it's only gonna fill up so much space. We're not even an hour in yet. Oh my goodness. Muted myself. And now I can't find my windows. There we go. What was I saying? Oh goodness. Oh yeah. I just remember this being like, I was happy that that this game was just super fun. So after we didn't have any consoles. Well, we did. When the Wii came out, we got a Wii. Or maybe not the year it came out. It was probably like a year or two after. I don't remember. My memory's so hazy back then. It hurts. It hurts trying to bring up certain memories, but we did have a Wii, and we played Wii Sports. That was fun. Family fun time. Everyone got in shape, even the dog. And this adjusting the camera. Okay. Only physical experience I got with Nintendo books. The phone. That's cool. Let's go see. That's cool. Yeah, I think I can't remember if we had something similar to that. It was like, you know, 100 games in one. Yeah, I remember playing like Mappy and I can't remember what's the one where you're the little guy who has to dig tunnels and blow up the bugs and pop them, like blow them up like balloons and then pop them. I don't remember, but yeah, I had what Dig Bug. Is that it? I have to look it up. Second. Dig Bug. That's probably it. But I wanted a video game console, and my mom bought me that franchise because it's cheap. Yeah. Nemco. You know a lot of Nemco classics. Is Mappy in it? Is Mappy? Yeah, is Mappy a Nemco game? That game. Wherever I heard the music, I always Mappy. Yep, Mappy. I love playing Mappy. It's just something about the art style that just made me happy. Like it's just like you're bouncing through these houses. I remember playing different versions of that too. What is going on with? 1 second. Something's not going on. Something's wrong with my tracking. It's not. Oh. Alright, just gonna go back. Go back. I don't like seeing code. I remember the bonus stage song. Yeah. The Mappy music always reminded me of Pac-Man. Like when I was little, I remember not being able to like distinguish those two. Like well, now that I think about it, they were different, but they were also very similar. I don't remember if that whatchamacallit had Pac-Man on it. Alright, I'm gonna pull up browser because run out of topics. Well, let me see what else is on. Anime tier list. Oh yeah. Drawn to life with an anime tier list. So sorry for the rumbling. Probably this top one here. I didn't save the list. Oh no. I don't want one of these ones that's like 500 different animes because that's gonna take forever. It's like this one that had like 100. That's doable. Yeah, the reason most likely comes from Namco using the same sound engine. Oh yeah. Yeah, they did sound very similar, but like looking back, yeah, it was a different tune. I'm trying to find the tier list I had pulled up, but this one has 50. No, I will not turn off ads. That's way too few. That's not it. That's not it. Might have been this one. Top 100. Yeah. Okay, this is it. Now I just have to find a way to get it on screen. Similar case why I find my favorite music from Ridge Racer games, similar to Tekken. Tekken was one of those games I was definitely... I played a Tekken game one time because I was at my cousin's house and he had it. But that's an example of a game that definitely we're not allowed to play under normal circumstances. Going to move over here. Okay, I think I need to rotate this upward. There we go. Now it doesn't look like I'm looking down so much. That's better. There's only one window open. It's a fighting game. Yeah, there's fighting game. There's gore. I wasn't allowed to play, even though I had a DS. I wasn't allowed to play Pokemon for quite a while. It was a while before I was able to convince my parents that I was allowed, convince my parents to let me and my sisters play Pokemon because, they read an article somewhere that, the Pokeball is a demonic symbol and it's brainwashing your kids or something. And that was that. That was all. That's all it took. And like I went and watched the anime behind their back because I was like, no, I don't see it. This is just a regular kids show. I don't see it. And I'm like, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I had a DS on. Rival. Sony at PSP. Yeah, I've heard of that. That's... Hey. Okay. Gotta be careful with ads. I have an ad blocker, so it shouldn't be a problem. And sorry about the clicks. I know the microphone is right there, so this. I always recommend don't wear headphones when you're watching me if you can. This is not recommended for for the best experience. I'm so sorry. My audio setup is pretty terrible. I'm gonna try to use the trackpad as much as I can and not have to click. Okay, yeah, we could just have that facing that way. And unlock it. Very wonderful portable console. More powerful than DS. Well, yeah, the DS was not made to be powerful. It was made to be unique. It's special. It's its own type of deal. Yeah, if I could stream DS games, cause I still have my DS. It's over. I haven't turned it on. I'm sure it still works, but I don't know. If I could stream, if I could stream DS games, I would absolutely play Drawn to Life on stream, cause I love that game. And Miss Sonic Rush. The Sonic Rush was only on the DS, right? I didn't play Sonic Rush, but that's where retrospective knowledge. Oh, cool. Careful. Nintendo don't take kindly to your to that. Yeah, Rush was a it was a DS exclusive. That's what I thought. I'll shut some of these. You know they're not. Let me actually just reposition this. Because we don't need to see all this whole window. There we go. Go up the blue bar instead, yeah. I had Mario shoved down my throat. And I still like Sonic better. So that just goes to prove that he's superior, because like if I was loyal to my childhood, I'd be Team Mario, but Mario doesn't have a personality. Like you don't know what Mario likes, you don't know what he does on his weekends, you don't know what his hobbies are or his favorite food. People assume it's pasta because they're racist, but but yeah, you don't know that. But yeah, we're going to do a quick tier list. This is only how many? 50 something. It's only 50 something animes, so it's not 59. No, it's 100. Okay, well, still, I can't eyeball. Can't eyeball stuff. Just gonna pull chat up on my phone. There we go. It's gonna be a teeny bit delayed though. Sorry. There's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna call it right now. That there's gonna be a lot of things here that I haven't seen, because as much as I love anime, like there's lots of animes I haven't seen yet, so it's, you know, it is what it is. I wonder if I can pop out. Ooh, yes. Guess we're gonna have some fun. What the? Okay. I guess we're gonna go down, go in order here. So, Bakano. I remember really liking this anime. It takes place in America too, which is rare for animes. But we'll put that one in A tier. I can't tell you. There's gonna be a lot of stuff also that I watched and I just don't remember. I'm not gonna remember the story. I didn't watch much anime besides some Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and few, not few popular animes. Cyborg Kuro-chan, yeah. Yeah, I've watched a lot more modern anime than I have classic anime, but there's some from, you know, back in the day that I have a bias against like this art style now, so it's hard for me to get into a lot of older animes. But back when anime was still new to me, I slapped that up. So all of Naruto's, I can't speak. All of Naruto goes into never watched, because I didn't have the time. Let's see. I wish I could put my phone somewhere that I could see it easier, but Fairy Tail goes, and there could be animes that I watched and haven't finished. See, this is what happens when I try to start a shonen anime that goes on forever, for infinity. I don't know if this Fairy Tail ended yet. We'll put it in B tier because I remember liking it from what I did see. Who knows? It could end terribly. Like if I don't know if whatchamacallit is on. It probably is. If Darling in the Franxx is anywhere in here, like if I only watched the first season of Darling in the Franxx, it'd be easily S tier. But the second season shoots it down to F. Or cartoons way more. Yeah, I like cartoons. I should do a cartoon tier list. We will do that next week. I do love me some cartoons. Darling in the Franxx, I don't see it here, but if it is here, I'm gonna have to make an F tier specifically for that. Because, oh my goodness. Add a row. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, well, put that down there. Oopsie, sorry. I'll make that right. Just in case. I don't know if I don't see. I'm not sure if I see. Yeah. So also when I was reviewing, when I was reviewing this, Cat Scratch, S tier, no argue. I don't know which one that is. Cat Scratch. So a lot of these have the titles in Japanese without the English titles, which is weird. Well, yeah. So if I don't recognize it based on the artwork, and I don't recognize the title, then it's going to never. Then I'm not going to even be able to name this one. I can't even name what this is. Because this is catching my cursor, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. But I have no idea what this is. Is this Cat Scratch? This one here? Because I've never watched it, so. Cowboy Bebop, I have not finished. I have watched a few episodes, and from what I've seen, it's good. I'm gonna put it in B tier just because I haven't finished it yet. Finish it yet. So this one here, have no idea what this is. It looks like an isekai anime, so I'm tempted to put it in F tier, even though I don't know what it is. But it looks like isekai garbage. We'll put it out because no, haven't watched. It was a cartoon by Nickelodeon. Oh, okay. Interesting. Which dragon is this? Dragon Ball Z. We'll put that in B tier. It's gonna be. So I have not watched Evangelion yet. No, shame on me. Alright, now we're getting to the good stuff. Angel Beats. This is a good anime. You're gonna notice that I do like my slice of life anime, so putting in A tier, not necessarily S tier. I have not watched that. Clannad goes in A tier. Maybe S tier. Oh, cause I have. Because honestly, like Isekai fans. Oh my gosh, my stupid hair, thingy is blocking. I need to move my avatar down because or just open Twitch. That'll probably be the smart thing to do. Nah. Look, Isekai, it's had its day, but it's been overdone. It's been overdone, and Japan needs to find a new obsession because I'm tired of it. I have no idea what that is. Black Butler. Put that in B tier. That kept me thoroughly entertained. I remember I watched a lot of these are gonna be like swayed whether or not I watch them alone or I watch them with my sisters. So, because back in the early days, I watched a lot of anime with my sisters, and those were it was a happier time. So these animes they were good, like Angel Beats and Clannad. They were good animes, but also I just have good memories watching them because it reminds me of the good old days. I've not watched it. I've not watched it. I've not watched it, but everyone keeps telling me I should. High School DxD, I think. Yeah. Don't know what that is. Okay, it doesn't help. Have not watched Hunter x Hunter. There's so much have not watched. This is gonna be pretty quick. Don't know what that is. This goes in F tier. Sword Art. This is ground zero for the isekai problem. Just so you know. It all started here. I was watching a thorough review about everything this anime gets wrong and why people just don't like it. And yeah. I don't know what that is. Bleach is another one of those shonen animes that I started, but I didn't finish because it has a bajillion episodes. I think I got up to 200, somewhere in the 200s, before I stopped. So, and I can't remember if I enjoyed it that much or I was just watching it because that's what was on TV, and it's back when anime was still new to me, and that's definitely something I was not supposed to be watching, but I did. We'll put it in C tier because I have decent memories. Decent. Have not watched. Nope, I have not. I watched maybe 5 episodes of this one and was not doing it for me. So I'm gonna put it in C tier. It wasn't horrible. It's just not for me. Shonen animes are just, I don't know. They're not for me. That's literally the definition. You know, it's a boys anime, but the ones that just go on and on and on, I can't get into a lot of these. There's one, Psycho-Pass. Okay, that one. Let's see. That one's going in A tier because I like Psycho-Pass a lot. It's a cool psychological thriller mystery type of anime. It's one that gets probably overlooked a lot. I have not seen. I'm gonna put Attack on Titan in A tier. I'm being very stingy with that S tier. Have not seen. Code Geass will go in A tier. You know what? I'm gonna put Attack on Titan in S tier. I know it's mainstream, but I don't care. I like it. Have not seen. So that I have not seen. Madoka Magica. I think that one deserves S tier, A tier. I'm gonna put an S tier. What the? Don't know. Oopsie. What is this? Oh, yeah, I have not seen that one. Yeah, most of these are just gonna go and haven't seen yet, because I... Alright, be right back. That's fine. No need to apologize. This season of Sword Art Online can go in D tier at least, because it's slightly better. It's not great, but it's still... Where's no? This is the one about the pink girl. I think this one. No, this one goes in F tier. There's another season though that can go in probably C or D or C. No Game, No Life. I believe that's what that is. Yep. I watched one episode of that and noped right out. I never watched isekai stuff, but from what my brother described about them, since he also watches anime, grew hatred towards them. Yeah, they don't really, they feel like the setting is all that they need to sell their product, and it's not. You need to have a good story. I don't care how pretty the environment is, or how pretty the environments are, or how, you know, appealing your character designs are. You have to tell a good story with them. So, yeah, that's just how it is. I remember watching all of the 7 Deadly Sins and hoping it would get better, and it never did, and it's a disappointment. It's not garbage. Put it in D. Let's see. They just love to stereotype women. Yeah. Trying to think, what was the last good? I can't even remember what the last good isekai was that I watched. Like the first season of Sword, not Sword. The first, is that a cricket? Oh. The first season of Shield Hero was okay, and then the second season I was like, nope. So it just they like bore you with like the video game talk, and it's like I don't care. I want a good story, you know. Elven Lied. This is Elven. Yeah, I've not finished Elven Lied, but from what I saw, it was interesting enough. We'll put it in C. Yeah, here's another. This is not an isekai anime. I can't remember what the name is of this because it has like it's one of those animes with like a ridiculously long name. But I remember watching this because a friend recommended this one to me. I was like, okay, I'll check it out. And I was like, it's just nothing. It's just nothing. It's like the world is it's so uninteresting. Just you have this character, and you know, it's a harem. It's a harem anime and an isekai. Deadly combination right there. So, and I just, it's like it's so boring. I couldn't, and it's like I've watched harem animes too that I like, by the way. So I'm not against that genre. Okay, I'm not one of those people. This is going in F. Death Parade. This is a really good one. It's a very interesting one. I'll put Death Parade in C. It's a short story. Harem. I've watched harem animes that I like. Sometimes the reverse harem, but still. What's Ouran High School Host Club, when we get to that, that counts, even though it's even though it's like it's not always the guy that's the main character. You have shows sometimes where it's a female main character, and just, they just bump into all these different guys who all want her. So it goes both ways. And is Ouran High School Host Club on here? If it's not, I'm gonna be upset. Oh, there it is. So this is a harem anime with just a smidge of BL, kinda, because I don't know. Have you watched Ouran? Oh my gosh, have you watched Ouran High School Host Club? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry about that. People are dropping things upstairs. Yes. Okay, Trip, so you know. Fun fact about the word harem. Harem word comes from the Arabic language. It's an old word to describe women. So yeah, it literally means women. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I always like learning things about different languages, so that's cool. So, so the term reverse harem is probably like a oxymoron, I'm assuming. That's funny. Ouran High School Host Club goes in S tier. Durarara. That's what this one's called. No English title. I just have to go based on the artwork. That's Durarara, which I can never pronounce right. It's the plus of being a Middle Eastern. That's cool. Oh dear. I'm just gonna wait for that to shut off. Sorry. Alright, never mind. It feels like this what comes on, it like stays on for a really long time. I know it gets picked up on the microphone, but it like fades out after a while, but it's still annoying. Alright, there it goes. The first time I heard there's a game name for such. Wait a second, what? I don't know how it became popular, but well, first time I heard that genre name. Yeah, I don't know if it's if it originated, if like that term originated, not originated, but was adopted first by us or adopted first by the Japanese, because a lot of the names for anime genres come from translations of what the Japanese call them. So harem is probably, it could be an incorrect translation for all we know, but that's how they translated what the Japanese decided to call this style of storytelling. And maybe there was a version of it in the West before then, and we used that name for it too. I'm not sure, because you get a lot of, like, isekai is a Japanese word. Even though even though stories like that exist here too, we just don't have a word for it. But Trip, if you're still there, where are you from? I need to know where my audience comes from so I can learn more language tips. Dorada goes into into D. To D. Like we don't call women by harem anymore. Okay, so it's an old word. That makes sense. Words change and they gain new meanings. Meanings fall out of style and ouch, oh, my neck. And you're American. Oh, awesome. Why does that come up as Moom? Second. Is that what it looks like on stream? Was it the... Okay, well... What was I saying? Oh yeah, words... Like... I'm trying to think of an English example, because there's an English, like, I've learned, like... I like learning about etymology, so I, like, know a bunch of, like, English words that have had different meanings in the past, or like, the word starve in English, I know this because I speak German, it comes from the word sterben, which it used to mean, well, actually, okay. So sterben is the root word, it's a German word, and the English word starve is derived from that, and both in English and German. In English, it also used to mean just to die. It didn't mean specifically to die of hunger, just to die in general. And it evolved to just mean to die of hunger in English, but not in German. So, like, that's an example of, like, a word, like, meaning changing. But, yeah. Back to my list. I can't multicast. I can't do two things. We're almost done. We're halfway through. I have not watched this. What the? Oh, wait. Is this? No, I have not. Ooh, excuse me. Put that there? Nope. Okay. Parasite. I did watch this, but I don't remember. Uh-oh. Okay, lights flickered and... Okay. We're having some bad weather today, and I'm, like, scared to death that nothing should happen. Nothing's gonna happen. I'm sure it's gonna be fine, but, like, every time the lights, like, flicker, I get worried. I did not watch Parasite all the way through, but from what I remember, from what I did watch, it was good. We'll put it in B tier. Steins Gate goes in S tier. Nothing more to say about that. Have not watched One Piece. Don't know what that is. This looks familiar. What is this? I have not watched it, whatever it is, but... I wish they had the names. Why can't they just put the names of the English names on these? Alright, that's the one that I haven't watched, because I haven't watched it, but... I know I've seen this character. Don't know. Nope. Blue Exorcist goes into B tier. I'm gonna put Parasite up actually. I watched bits of Parasite. Mother. Oh no. It's supposed to be. I was playing. Huh. Yeah, it's a pretty. pretty gruesome. Parasite's pretty gruesome one. Is it the most gruesome one that I've seen? Probably not. But this one's pretty gruesome. Dead Man Wonderland. That one's going into C tier. It's just average. Another I did not watch. I know a friend recommended this one to me, but I never actually watched it, I think, so it's going to haven't seen. Kill la Kill! That's going into A tier. Just because it's Studio Trigger. It's they make the best. Studio Trigger's animation's just very nice. I have no idea what this is. So this is Assassination Classroom. That I think it's gonna go into A tier. A tier. It's a good slice of life with bits of action mixed in. And it's funny. I like comedy. The ending of this was very sad. I was like, I remember I didn't cry, but I was very, very emotional when this one ended. I was like, But, let's see. Don't know what this one is. Full Metal Alchemist goes into S tier. Favorite anime of all time. If I can get up there. I should probably just zoom out. Keep forgetting I can zoom out. Okay, what is it? Parasite gave me Red. Gave me Dead Space vibes. I've not watched / played Dead Space. If that's a video game. But sounds about right. Sounds like a alien type of thing. It's an alien ordeal. I had to finish Parasite. I never got back to it. Based? Yes. It was based. That better be about Full Metal Alchemist. Yes, Full Metal Alchemist is such a good anime, and I don't know. Wait, let me check. Which version of this is it? Okay, I don't know what that did. I accidentally minimized the window. Which version of Full Metal is this? Is this the original Full Metal Alchemist? This is probably the original. But I like both of them. I watched the first series run first, and then I watched the reboot, and I like both of them equally. I like the first one slightly more, but they're both good. They just tell the same. Oh, there's the other one. This is Brotherhood. Also goes in S tier. So that's another one that I have fond memories of watching with my one sister. Because by that time I was down to one that I could watch anime with, but still good times. Good times. Haruhi Suzumiya. We'll put it in C. I know there are people who hate this anime. I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was just, pretty normal. Pretty normal. Put it in C tier. Let's see. Mononoke. We will put that one in A tier, I guess. I'll put it in C tier. Animation's gorgeous. The story, it is what it is. Put it in. We'll move it to A tier. If Kill la Kill can go up in A tier for animation, then it can go in A tier. Okay. Here we get to our first dilemma. Like I said with, I forget, there was the other anime that I said that, like, depending on how it ends. Oh yeah, Darling in the Franxx, which is not on this list. But, knowing how it ends, even though I like the first season, I would not be able to put that one anywhere other than F. And, One Punch Man is an interesting one. I'm gonna put One Punch Man into B tier, because the first season is still very good, and I loved it. I've heard nothing but bad things about the second season, but, you know, it was great at one time, so it still gets to be in B tier, as far as I'm concerned. Let's see. Dead Space is a horror sci-fi game, and you just like Parasite, it got very detailed, bloody looking. Limbs get cut off. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, sounds about right. I have not watched K-On! I need to watch K-On! It's on the list. Things I need to watch. I don't know what that is. I have not watched that yet. Or that. Making good progress. Soul Eater. That was one that I liked a lot. That's going in A tier. Let's see if I can move any of these around. Oh, everything seems fine. High School of the Dead is one that I have not watched yet, but a lot of people have told me about. My Hero Academia, we'll put it in B tier. Re:Zero, not watched. And of course, Spirited Away goes in S tier. Am I being too picky? Am I being too picky with these? I don't know what this is. Yes. Oh wow. It's my list. This looks familiar, but I don't know what it is. Mob Psycho goes in A tier. I think I might move Fairy Tail down to B. Let's see. Don't know. Wait. No, that's not. Wait. No. I thought that was something else for a second. That looks familiar, but no. Another season of Attack on Titan? Sure. I'll put that back up. Uh-oh. Lost track of it. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Maybe. Yeah. We'll move both Attack on Titans down to A. So easy to lose track of them when you lay them down in a list. Where's the other My Hero Academia? B. We'll go in B then, together. Don't have a clue. Your Name goes in S tier. It's kind of unfair because it's a movie. Putting the movies on the same level as series, like comes to in terms of like production value, feels a bit unfair, but that goes in S tier. Overlord goes in F tier, and I haven't even watched it. But I've been told, I've heard things. It is the bottom of the barrel as far as isekai goes. So, oh my goodness, sorry about that. Hopefully that didn't get picked up. But yeah, Overlord goes in F tier. Another season of My Hero Academia. Where are the rest? Where are the rest? It goes with all its friends. Another season of Code Geass. I'll put it. Where's the other? You lost track where the other one was. And there it is. Okay, I'll put them next to each other. Let's see. Death Note. Oh. So this is another one of those tough ones, because like it started out strong, but the ending kinda ruined it. So I'm gonna stick it in B tier still, because you know the first season, so we're good. You know. Still gets B tier. I have no clue what that is. Clannad, second season, also goes in S tier. Which one of these was the first season? After Clannad After Story, yeah. So this is the first season of Clannad. There. Okay. Don't know. Don't know. Yeah, the last one is another movie. Silent Voice. And that one is going into A tier. Not S tier. I don't think it's S tier worthy, but it's still pretty good. Maybe we'll put it in. We'll put it in B tier. High B tier though. Alright, so ignoring this massive chunk here. Can I delete this row? Delete this row, and then we can just sort it. Just have a nice view. A nice view of everything that I have watched in this list. And yeah. It's not much. At least from this list. There's other animes that I've watched. There's lots of like more obscure things. Like, I'm surprised Elven Lied was on here, but started writing pages about Science Eyes details. Okay, parents' personalities. Cool. You know what the? I should do that someday. You know, what's a good website if you can use for that? It's called Unveil. Wait, let me go. 1 second. Let me. Oh, I gotta change that transition. 1 second. Let me open another tab here. And it's a website where you can upload information cards about your OCs. So, 1 second, let me show this again. There we go. So, and also I guess resize this. Resize this window. Don't like this window size. It doesn't fit into my box. Oh well. So this website is called Unveil, and it allows you to upload OCs. And let me just search moi. What? Search people. No results found. What the heck? No, it's not gonna make me sign in, right? Okay, so the website's still very new, and clearly they haven't gotten their algorithm sorted out yet. Second. What gives? 1 second. I'll try it someday. I have to write them in my notes first to remember. Oh yeah. But yeah, it's just a good website to, like, if you like have a character and you want like to share it, you can like upload images of them and their like backstory, their traits, and everything. 1 sec, I'm going to find my page because website's being dumb. I have a page. There it is. Why can't it just work? Why can't the search engines on your thing just work? It's not very helpful. Okay, so here's my page. I have to upload more characters. I got a whole bunch of OCs. I don't know how many OCs you got, but I've got like a whole lot of them. And everyone's gonna get their little chunk, their little information page. You don't have to even upload it. If you want to put an image and just have it as a placeholder, and then come back and write the backstory and everything later, you can. That's what I do for a lot of my characters, because I suck at writing, and I've yet to write backstory for a lot of these guys. I have to draw their final forms, and Science Eye merge their powers together to become one entity. It's kind of like Sun and Moon. From Security Breach, merging into Eclipse. Right. I was definitely not thinking Pokemon. But so we have a page here for moi. I have not. So this is all. Of all the characters I have only these guys uploaded. So me. Very short little blurb. But I like the fact that you can upload the images. Why? I'm gonna zoom out a tiny bit. But you can upload images, reference images, everything. Because I like being able to see like a bunch of the different images of the same character, like from different perspectives, like all in one spot. So this is cool for that. I kind of have something like that on my DA, but this is more concentrated, more curated, I guess. Nope, 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 nope. So good. We're doing so good. Pokemon works too. 1 second. Just 1 second. I have to. I believe there's a similar website, but it's dedicated to writing your experience with phones used in the past. Huh? It's dedicated to writing your experience with phones you used in the past. Okay. Like a review website? One second, I have to. It's called Moaned. It's very similar to Unveil concept-wise, but it's about phones and not. Huh, interesting. Oopsie, sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, phones literally. Okay, that's interesting. Mostly these are images people have seen, but I will go over this one. So I have a kind of a final form. I don't know if I'm gonna get a model, like get this outfit made for this model or not, because I don't know how it will look with this particular model, but this is my form, my transformed form, Weeping Star. And it's a transformation. I have a wand that is stored in my right eye. And yeah, that's the star. It changes shape. I know it's a 5-pointed star that's in my eye. Just it changes form when it's outside, and it turns into this wand. But yeah, I like the glowy horns. Thank you. Yeah, my horns glow. These ones glow. If I like turn off the lights, if I like turn off the light emulator in Warudo, then they'll still be lit up. Wait 1 sec, wait. Disable lighting. And now why is it blue? Intensity, color. Maybe that's environmental light, but that's environment. Yeah, should be darker than that. Effect environment, no. Intensity. Is that environmental? I don't know. Shouldn't be blue. Well, it can get darker than that if I turn off all the lights. There's some other light coming from somewhere else. I don't know, and my horns will still be lit up. Why blue? What is going on? Environment's disabled. Shadow. Bias. Oh well. Oh well. I don't like touching. I don't like touching settings. I'm afraid I'm gonna break something. But yeah, so you can just upload everything, your entire backstory. I made a page for Krista because she's my partner in crime. You see, it's the exact same image. Oh no, not that. I need to move this. There we go. But yeah, so they have these tabs. They have these tabs here. You have gallery. So excuse me. Traits, trivia, and comments. Well, that's what's for people to make comments. But so traits are what you put down. So like you put down name, likes and dislikes, personality, it's very bare bones for me because I'm not a writer. So, there's a little information about Krista and her personality. I don't know if you read that, but if you see this character and you can get a read on her personality, most people can't. I think I drew her expression blank enough that most people can probably imagine whatever they want for this character, but that's the official. I like your little goat. Looks mischievous. Thank you. She is not mischievous. She's no tomfoolery, straight to business type. But yeah, it was the. I guess I can minimize this. That works too. Minimizing works too. And this character. So you saw me draw this character. Was it yesterday? Did I stream yesterday? I did stream yesterday. Yeah, the days are melting together. But this is Macy. And she was in the artwork that I did yesterday. That I finished yesterday. I might upload that image. I might upload that image to her gallery. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, she's also a magical girl. She has her wand, which changes shape. So, can I go back? She uses magic. That's the base form of the wand. But yeah, and it gets longer. It expands. But yeah, so that was from. That's the one that's the character that I drew yesterday. Oh, I thought she was a official character. I didn't know. Oh yeah, no. most of the art I do is gonna be of OCs. So I have a whole bunch of not fan characters. They're just original characters. They don't really belong to a franchise or anything. They just exist out in the ether. So, yeah, and I say this before, that my art style is not very consistent, but I'm the only one who knows who these characters are. I'm the only one who's drawn them, so, this looks different from this, kinda. These two, I think, are most similar, but that looks different from that, because this is lineless, it's a very distinct style without the lines, so it looks a little bit different, and then that looks really different to that. But I drew all of these, so it can sometimes be awkward because it feels like it's a bunch of different perspective, but no, it's just me being inconsistent, which is fine because I just have fun anyway. I'm trying to get better at it. Yeah, you're cool. Thanks. Usually have my style. Drawing the spirit forms of Science Eye. Oh, cool. Do you post your art anywhere other than Instagram? Do you have a DA account or a Tumblr or something? Blue Sky, I don't recommend it, but it is what it is. Blue Sky and Tumblr. Yeah, that checks that. I'll definitely check out your Tumblr sometime then, because I use Instagram to reach people, but I don't I'm not a huge user of social media, so I like websites like this where it's just based on art and it's nothing else. You don't get crowded out by other people trying to do other things and talk about other things. So, but yeah, I do not have a Blue Sky. I still do have a Tumblr, technically. If you search Wanna Be a Dun, it exists. It's ancient. And I have access to it still. Sent you the forms. Okay. The forms. What is this for? Was this a job application? But yeah, I'll look at that. Where are we at? We just passed 2 hours, yay. technically... Let's stop here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Have to be careful which sites I go to because I don't want anything doxing me. I'll look at this last character because this character I drew. This is the image I drew this on stream. This is Kay, another OC, the oldest. Well, not the oldest, but she's one of my older characters, and she's been just revamped a bunch. It's an slightly older image when her horns were a little bit different, and I changed that around, but yeah. So I think I'm gonna call it there for today because I need to go get food. But yeah, I'll definitely check that out. And take care. Thank you. You too. I gotta stop putting my phone over here. Should not be a better place for me to put this so I'm not looking off to the side. But, yeah. I don't want to minimize this because I'm afraid of what's going to happen. But yeah, I hope everyone has a lovely rest of their day. And we'll see you maybe tomorrow. So tomorrow, I might do a Voop chat stream. I'm not sure. I gotta figure out like what I would talk to people about. Like have topics ready and stuff, because it's one thing going, hey, how are you? Cool avatar. It's one thing doing that if I'm not live, but if I'm gonna be streaming it, I wanna like actually be like ready to have conversations with people. So I don't know. I have to check. I think every Sunday they have an event. So Koro, if you don't, do you know about Voop chat? It's I just said I was gonna leave and then I go off onto this tangent. But you can put a PNG tuber in there if you want. Meet some other VTubers. But yeah, more on that tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see. Have a lovely rest of your day, and good night.